What is up, you crazy people? This is Quentin at the Ultimate Car Guy. And just like I said last video, I am in Atlanta, Georgia for classes. And oh man, I've been having such a field day. Yesterday I went to the Ferrari dealership, I went to the Bentley dealership, and I got so many good shots of these cars. So many. So many. From Ferraris, Bentleys, Lamborghinis, like it was a really, really good field day. And not only that, I don't have to pay for gas either. But let's get back into what I wanted to talk about. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about. This is a 2017 Jeep Renegade. Now, just like I said earlier, this is the Jeep Renegade. And trust me, this has been a very good car. They lended it to me for about 4 days. And man, I love this thing. One thing I really love is the steering wheel. The steering wheel really makes it feel like a sports car. And not only that, I love the gauges. They're so easy to read. And the radio system is really amazing. Now, what we're working with is a 2.4 liter multi-air engine making around 160 horsepower, and it's made it to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Now, if there's one thing I dislike about this car, it's that transmission. The transmission makes it feel like you're getting hit from behind. And it's so many gears, and it shifts so much to keep your fuel economy up. And it just sucks whenever you're on the highway. Other than that, this thing is good. It has Chrysler's Uconnect system. You can get just about anything you want on here. I even have my phone connected. And guess what? It has a rear backup camera. And that makes parking so much easier. Especially since you have all these blind spots, these gigantic blind spots. I mean, this is a lot of blind spots for an SUV. And not only that, this thing has some good air conditioning. I mean, I love the air conditioning. I'm not used to having a car with air conditioning because my car doesn't have it at all. So this is a really nice touch. Now, as you can see, this thing has a lot of room. So much room. More room than I'm used to. It has these back seats back here. Of course, I have it folded up so I can actually see out this back window. And it's really nice. It has a nice smart access key. Has push button start. So that makes getting in and out really quickly. I've really been enjoying this car for the last 3 days I've been driving it. It's really fun around the corners. I'm actually going to show you guys that right now. Now we're getting into the drive, and I tell you the truth, this thing drives so smoothly other than that transmission. One thing you gotta get used to though is the electronic parking brake. I dislike electronic parking brakes. I'd rather have a traditional parking brake. It's a lot easier to deal with. And another thing I also like about this car is that you have the choice to actually put it in manual shifting mode. And it really adds to the fun. Man, that was nice. Just in that little bit, I actually just locked up my seatbelt. And you know, for such a big car with a high ground clearance, this thing does not feel like it'll roll over at any point. Now, of course it will. It says it has a higher rollover risk on the sunshade, but I don't feel it. It feels like a regular car. Like I feel bigger than everyone else, but at the same time it doesn't feel like I'm driving bigger. And this thing can actually handle the corners pretty well, especially for its size. Now my car is faster, but of course it's not going to be a fair comparison because my car's performance tires and it weighs only 2,900 pounds. This car is probably around 3,200, maybe even 33. Now this thing is amazing when it comes to its features, especially how cheap it actually is. I think it starts around $18,000. I mean, $18,000, you get all these features. You get power windows, automatic windows, so you get Chrysler's Uconnect system, which is one of the best infotainment systems in the business. I mean, I've been using my phone as a GPS for like a long time now, and man, it really helps out. Like for real, it really does. I love this system. It's really nice. Now to conclude, this is a 2017 Jeep Renegade Latitude. It has a lot of features. This car is very fun to drive. Now, if there's one thing I can ask FCA to do, is to make a hot version of this car. Not the Trailhawk, no. I mean something that can go around corners really easily. Drop the car a little bit and put a turbo on that 2.4 and make a little hot hatch to go against the Kia Soul Exclaim and the Nissan Juke Nismo. I think that would be a really great car, and I would love to purchase it myself. Now, this Latitude costs $21,000, and it comes with all the features that I mentioned and all of the nice stuff that I showed you. Now, the base model for a Renegade in general is $18,000, which is a cheap price. Now, with that, I think you get like roll-up windows. You do still get air conditioning. You don't get automatic windows, and you also get manual seats. Now, I think that'll still be pretty nice as long as it has the air conditioning. But it's a really good car. Now, do I want it? Yes, actually. I would like this car if it was a higher spec. But would I buy one? Yeah. If the prices stay as low as they are, I would love to get one of these. Or I actually just get a used one and get one cheaper. Now, this is the Latitude, started around $21,000. I'm pretty sure I can get this one for about $18,000 with depreciation. And I would love to have it at that price because it has so much features. So much features, and it's so fun to drive. And to me, it actually looks good. A lot of people will be impressed with this car too. Now, this is the Ultimate Car Guy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Before I end, I have to say thanks to the coworker who told about 90% of my dealership about my channel. Now, my channel has been growing ever since then, but now no one calls me Quentin anymore.